Hello, viewers. I am so happy that you're here with me. Very quickly, I want to say that life is a beautiful adventure, and I envision self care as a key component to embracing life fully. I'm Dr. Joy. I'm an entrepreneur, a traveler, and a wellness advocate, and I'm here to inspire you to prioritize yourself through intentional wellness, love, joy, and exploration. So today I am in my 40 days and 40 nights series, and we are talking about mindfulness and mind shifts. I am recording a little earlier in the day today, which gives me a little more energy because I'm a morning person and I have been very full these previous days in activities through the day and trying to work things out. So today I feel like I have so much more energy. I want to talk about something, but I do want to read um, a quick story before I go into my topic for today. Okay. And if you would just follow along with me, I'm going to read it really quickly. But also, if something resonates with you, drop it in the chat for me. Let me know that this makes sense to you, or hey, I just figured this out. However, it goes, share that with me. Okay. I appreciate it. So I'm going to read really, really quickly this story that really took me, I remember the times. It was a reflection for me, and I really like reflection. I need reflection in my life because, of course, I'm not a perfect person. So there have been things along the way that either I have totally messed up or I have almost messed up and I was able to course correct. And so for those things that I just messed up, just messed them up. I have to go back and I have to reflect. Okay, how did you get there? What did you do? Were you um, praying and seeking wisdom? Were you actually in communication with people who had wisdom? Or were you just flowing from emotion? Did you make a plan? Did you execute the plan? Reflection works for me. This particular story that I'm about to read to you guys is real quick, but it made me think. Okay. So I want you guys to tell me what you think about the story. Definitely go ahead and drop something in the chat. If again it resonates with you or it is something that you're like, hey, that works. And here comes my heat again, loud. But I'm going to try to speak over it, maybe turn my volume up just a bit. Thank you guys for your patience. As a matter of fact, let me turn the heat down. I'm not. Maybe it doesn't have to come on. Maybe it'll come on and go right back off. Okay, guys. Thank you again so much. I am Dr. Joy. This is my channel. I am doing something 40 days and 40 nights. And what I'm doing during this time is trying to get my mind in a place where I can move forward in the direction that I need to go. I'm working very hard during this time. I'm sharing information. I'm growing. I'm trying to have people that are on my team grow with me so that we can all be better at the end. Okay. So thank you again so much. I'm going to get ready with the story. And the story is some four friends who live in a like bustling city. It's like Chicago. I'm outside of Chicago. So we have Jake, Lisa, Marcus, and Sophia, and they were sitting down discussing how they were going to respond to the question by their mentor. Point number one, they had somebody that was giving them direction. That's a good place to start right there. So they were given the question, identify the most valuable asset in life. And so Jake takes the lead and he says, I'm a real estate investor, and property is the greatest asset. Land appreciates over time and provides financial security. Oh, he was quickly interrupted by Lisa, and she says, I'm an entrepreneur, and a business is the best asset. It generates income, it creates opportunity, and it builds a legacy. And then Lisa said, I'm sorry, then Marcus said, well, as a financial expert, you are both missing the point. Money itself is the greatest asset. With wealth, you can buy land, invest in businesses, and secure your future. And quiet little Sophia said, all of those are very valuable, but it all depends on one thing: time. Without time, you can't build wealth, you can't invest wisely, and you can't even enjoy your success. So right then the professor came in and he kind of heard the conversation and he said, yeah, I I do agree with what Sophia said. Time is the only asset you can never get back once it's spent. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they use their time. Distractions steal time and focus multiplies it. Well, the professor was very excited about the fact that the discussion happened. But again, he was on the side of what Sophia said. Yeah, eliminate the distractions, he said. Be intentional. Protect your time, because in the end, time is the only asset that controls all others. So today I'm asking you, how are you spending your time? There are so many ways that we can waste our time living in other people's lives. I remember back when, what is it called? Reality TV began to be very popular, and the hype and the I don't even know what it is, but whatever it was, a couple of times I found myself paying attention to that. And that was not my normal behavior. I don't really even watch TV too much, but for me to sit and watch something that, number one, was not promoting being your best self. It was not promoting the things that, and for me, these are things that are important to me. What things are important to God? They just aren't being promoted in those things. So when I look at it and I see people fighting and bickering and cheating on their spouses or their, who, that I don't need to focus my attention and waste my time on things like that. So I remember telling my children when they were younger, it's like, don't watch that for too long. Like, your teenagers, they want to see what's because they're talking about it at school or whatever. I don't know. But please don't spend too much of your time ingesting things that are really not going to benefit you, other than influence you to behave that way. That's not the way that I wanted my children to behave, and that's definitely not the way that I want to behave. And so it's something that we need to think about. Are we spending our time taking in things that we want to model? Are we taking in things that are going to cause us to grow? Again, we're talking about a mind shift. And if I keep doing the same things, taking in the same things without evaluating and assessing what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, I want you guys to hear my heart. Time is so valuable. I appreciate the time you're spending with me, but I also hope that in the time that you are spending with me, I'm causing you to think about a few things. I'm causing you to evaluate yourself and evaluate what you're doing and why you're doing it. We talked about a lot of topics over these past 9 days. We're in the 10th day of 40 days and 40 nights. We've talked about a lot of things, some in a little more depth, some in reflection, some in review, some personal to me. But again, I appreciate the time that you're spending with me, but I also want you to go make the best of the time that you have. And if I have not said it and you haven't heard me, please love on your family. Please forgive your family. I know there's a lot of things that we go through and experiences that we have. And it's hard sometimes to go back and say, well, yes, that hurt, but I'm going to forgive you. Forgiveness is not easy. I'm talking about this is from a person who has worked through some very serious things that I had to make a decision to say, okay, I forgive you. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move past this. And I'm grateful to this day that I did. I'm grateful that I made that choice to spend my time with my family rather than spend my time angry and holding on to things that, number one, weren't going to change. Once something is experienced, it's not changed. We learn how to mentally, mindset, we learn how to mentally deal with some things. So when I'm asking you about your time and how you're spending your time and use it effectively, think about making sure that your family is okay. Reach out to them, love on them, okay? Spend time making yourself better. Invest in yourself. How can you spend a few minutes today to invest in yourself? Whether that's reading, whether that's redoing your budget, whether that's spending some time learning how to maybe do a facial. For me, I have eczema pretty bad and my skin gets so every about month or so I try to make myself up a little and it's time, that's why I'm thinking about it, but I try to make myself up a little concoction that helps soothe my skin because a lot of products irritate it. So that's for me, right? Make myself better, present better, feel better about myself. It doesn't take a lot of time, but I need to spend that time rather than going to buy something over the counter and then my skin is irritated for 2 weeks. So again, it's small things. We don't have to make it the greatest. We have to build upon the things that we've done. So if you did it yesterday and it worked, document that. Build on that. What can you do the next time that works? If it doesn't work, throw it out. If it works, keep it. Okay. So I appreciate your time. I really want you guys to think about your time. I want you to think about how you're spending it, how you're growing in it, what you're doing to make your tomorrow, if we're blessed with it, how you make your tomorrow better in the work that you do today. I appreciate everybody. I thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, make a comment, all the other things that I probably am forgetting. Please do those things. And again, I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful rest of whatever time of day you're going into right now. Thank you.